The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the human delegation entered. Lisa walked at the front, her military uniform bearing the scars of recent battle-burn marks that no amount of cleaning could erase. Behind her, Vin Diesel stood like a mountain of controlled fury, his jaw set, his eyes scanning the alien representatives with cold calculation. The massacre at Colony 7 had changed everything. For 200 years, humanity had played by the rules. They had refined their nature, suppressed their aggressive instincts, and molded themselves into what the Galactic Council deemed civilized. They had attended diplomatic summits, signed peace treaties, and smiled through condescending lectures about their primitive warrior heritage. The Council had assured them it was necessary. You must evolve beyond your violent past, the Zothreen ambassador had said countless times, his crystalline form shimmering with superiority. Refinement is the price of membership in galactic society, and humanity had paid that price. They had dismantled their war fleets, reduced their military to ceremonial forces, and taught their children that conflict was archaic. They had become refined. Until the Krell attacked Colony 7. Lisa remembered the distress signal, desperate, terrified voices calling for help that would never come. By the time Earth's appropriate diplomatic response was authorized through proper channels, 15,000 colonists were dead. Men, women, children. The Krell had broadcast the slaughter across subspace frequencies, a warning to any species they deemed weak. The Galactic Council's response? A formal condemnation. Stern words. Economic sanctions that the Krell ignored. That was 3 months ago now. As Lisa approached the central podium, she could feel the weight of every alien eye upon her. The council members sat in their elevated seats, arranged in a perfect circle. The Zothreen, the Morphid Collective, the 10th Empire, and 24 others, species that had convinced themselves they had transcended violence. Ambassador Lisa, the Zothreen speaker began, his voice resonating like wind chimes. We understand Earth's grief, but your recent military mobilization violates 17 separate peace accords. We must insist. We're done, Lisa interrupted, her voice cutting through the chamber like a blade. Silence. I'm sorry. The Zothreen's crystalline body flickered with confusion. We're done, Lisa repeated, each word deliberate. Done being refined. Done pretending that evolution means becoming defenseless. Done watching our people die while you draft strongly worded letters. Vin Diesel stepped forward, placing a data chip on the podium. 2 weeks ago, Earth's reactivated First Fleet encountered a Krell war party near the Outer Rim. They were heading toward Colony 12, another human settlement. Another massacre in planning. Lisa activated the holographic display. Images materialized in the center of the chamber. Twisted Krell warships, their hulls torn apart, debris floating in the void. We intercepted them, she continued. We gave them one chance to surrender. They laughed and opened fire. She paused, letting the images speak. It took us 47 minutes to destroy their entire battle group. 700 Krell ships. Not one escaped. The council erupted into chaos. Voices overlapped in a dozen languages, translated simultaneously into angry demands and shocked protests. This is barbarism, shrieked the Morphid representative, its blob-like form quivering. You violated every principle of civilized conduct, added another. Lisa waited for the noise to subside, her expression unchanging. When she spoke again, her voice was quiet, but it carried the weight of resolve. For centuries, you told us to be refined, to suppress our nature, to become like you. She looked around the chamber, meeting alien eyes without flinching. But when the Krell came for us, where were you? Where was your refined civilization when our children were dying? Vin Diesel's deep voice added, you built your peace on our restraint. You benefited from our protection before we disarmed. And then you convinced us that protection was primitive. You made us weak and called it enlightenment. The Krell respect only strength, Lisa continued. Not treaties, not sanctions, not your refined sensibilities. So we showed them strength, and now they know humanity is no longer prey. The Zothreen speaker tried to regain control. You cannot simply abandon the principles that hold our alliance together. There are processes, diplomatic channels. Your processes let 15,000 of our people die. Vin Diesel interrupted, his voice hard as steel. Your channels are clogged with cowardice. We followed your rules, and it cost us blood. Never again. Lisa leaned forward, her hands gripping the podium. Understand this, we're not leaving the Galactic Council. We're not declaring war on anyone who hasn't attacked us. But we're also not asking permission to defend ourselves anymore. Earth's fleets are rebuilt. Our soldiers are trained. Our weapons are ready. And if that makes us barbaric in your eyes, Vin Diesel added, then so be it. Better barbaric and alive than refined and extinct. The chamber fell silent again. But this was a different silence, heavy with the weight of a shifted paradigm. Lisa straightened, her voice carrying a note of finality. We tried being what you wanted. We tried refinement. But refinement without strength isn't evolution, it's suicide. Humanity learned that lesson in blood. We won't forget it. She turned to leave, Vin Diesel falling into step beside her. As they walked toward the exit, not a single council member spoke. They all understood, whether they admitted it or not, that something fundamental had changed. The humans were done being refined, and the galaxy would have to adjust. As the doors closed behind them, Lisa allowed herself the smallest of smiles. Think they got the message. Vin Diesel's expression remained stern, but there was a glimmer in his eyes. If they didn't, the Krell will spread it for us. Behind them, in the council chamber, the debate raged on. But for the first time in 100 years, humanity wasn't listening. They were too busy being free.